Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, January 28, 2024. Today and tomorrow are going to feel like a cosmic present wrapped up with a great big bow. This is because the mighty sun will be spinning in your solar house of intimacy and shared assets and smirk in a square toward glorious Jupiter, our great benefic, now bringing his abundance to your solar house of friendships and online dating. Do not miss this opportunity to go on a whirlwind date with your darling as you soak up the magnificent vibes. If single, put yourself out there and line up new suitors. You could find that you either become a soulmate connection or end up becoming lifelong friends. However, show some moderation at this time, too, so you don't end up spinning off in the wrong direction. Lean on your relationships if you need a boost. You might feel unsure about your career path today, so you should talk to someone who will help you feel better. As Mercury in Capricorn squares Chiron in Aries, this could encourage you to be vulnerable to your partners. Whether it is a loved one or a coworker, you have connections in your life who can lift you. If you feel unsure about your career or need a boost of confidence, then do not be shy to ask for some help from your relationships. The moon is still in your income sector, but on the other side of a clash with the sun in your financial sector that created the first full moon of 2024, any financial tension will be waning. Instead, a friendly aspect to the dwarf planet Ceres and Eris, just as they already working in harmony, is channeling this into motivation across the income, work, and career fronts. Your body will be speaking to you in some way today, so tune in and listen. Maybe a few glasses of water will slow you down long enough to notice what your body is trying to tell you. It's a good idea anyway to drink water throughout the day, thirsty or not. Without the benefit of water and exercise, it is hard to know what you are feeling and how to communicate with those you love. Make things easier on yourself. Take a look at your budget on this day. This day is all about money and the way it flows in and out of your life. Even if this is something you routinely stay on top of, it certainly won't hurt to have another look. If you find ways to improve your situation, then it will be worth the time you took. Further, this is a good day to ask about a raise if you feel that it is due to you. As much as a full moon in your income sector and its clash with the sun in your financial sector is putting the two sides of the financial fence into competition, as there are opportunities and potential on both fronts, this is a win/win. By the time the moon leaves in 2 days, it will have energized and acted as a trigger across the income, work, and career fronts. At the same time, in the early days of a powerful new chance to take your financial power back, this is a reminder that in order to do that you have to have money coming in. The moon's departure from Cancer yesterday has not only left you feeling more emotionally and intuitively engaged, but after a clash with Mercury and Mars, with a better sense of what you want from your relationships and what they need from you. With Venus still in her early days here, the planets of love, communication, and passion are regrouping to turn this into something to fight for. Our eyes in the sky. In the pre-dawn hours, the Leo moon opposes Mars in Taurus. This influence stimulates irritation. However, we are more likely to bottle our feelings up instead of expressing them properly. It is natural to hold a grudge now, justifying our moodiness around situations that occurred in the distant past. If we are angry, discussing to clear the air may not be the best course of action right now. Instead, release aggression through physical activities, especially those which involve working with your hands. Crafting with natural materials or assuming construction projects can help us to regain a sense of control over our immediate environment. When we feel less helpless, we will begin to calm down. We are all likely to wake up feeling intuitively sharper and maybe even more creative than usual. But there could be a heavy emotional shift when the moon conjoins Pluto, and we have to take care not to overreact to any overpowering feelings. The psychic embellishments from earlier will remain very prominent, but you have to be cautious not to let them affect you too much. Avoid having arguments centered around any jealousy you may feel. It could make someone feel unjustly guilty or intimidated. Also be very aware of any negative self-talk, because it could also lead to desperate actions you later come to regret. There could be power struggles or issues with others who want to dominate us. If you feel like someone is pushing you to make a decision you are ready to make, take a step back and reassert your boundaries. You don't have to rush through your emotions to satisfy someone else's whims. Any negative energy theta been hovering around you could hit twice as hard when the moon sextiles Neptune tonight. The energy could affect your sleep and make you feel exhausted. In the morning, the moon squares Chiron in Aries, forcing us to confront repressed anxieties. We are emotionally stoic under the Leo moon, preferring to avoid conflict by busying ourselves with duties and responsibilities. There is a battle waging here between our inner elder and our inner child. We may be attempting to emulate the style of an older person in our youth who dismissed our creativity. And now, we are acting as the same gatekeeper for our wounded psyche. The best way to navigate these energies is to begin talking to ourselves in a new way, thereby acting as our protector instead of our worst critic. Following this, the Taurus Sun trines Pluto in Capricorn, helping us to tap our magic and personify self-esteem. By firmly standing our ground and advocating for our principles, we become authority figures in our own right. Subsequently, others treat us differently, affirming that we have all that we need within ourselves to embrace our agency. Relationships with superiors, bosses, and those in institutions should be farewell at this time. People in positions of power acknowledge our tenacity and dedication to excellence, helping us to rise further on the hierarchical totem pole. Today is a messy day. A minor aspect between Mercury and Neptune this morning could make us feel emotionally drained, and your energy level could take a big hit. Jupiter joins the party, asking us to dream big while also magnifying the obstacles. The harsh aspects continue well into the afternoon as Mars forms a connection to the North Node of Destiny, creating issues around confrontation and communication. We'll be hungry for change, but we might run into issues as we try and convince others to go along with our ideas. The connection between Mars and Uranus tonight gives us the inspiration to mix things up a bit. This aspect can help us find innovative ways to move forward in business and status, but today's energy could make implementing new ideas a bit difficult. There is a lot of energy in the sky right now asking us to evolve, but getting there isn't so easy. Try to pace yourself today, and enter the work week aiming for new growth. Remember that transformation doesn't happen overnight. Sticking to a routine while making small adjustments can help move things in the right direction without overwhelming your psyche. Finding balance won't be easy though, so remember to breathe deeply if your tension or stress level begins to rise.